South African scientists have been lauded by the World Health Organization once again for their concerted efforts in leading the research on COVID-19. There has been a spike in cases in the country, largely driven by Omicron subvariants. The WHO says this is cause for concern as more data is still needed.
The South African scientists who identified Omicron late last year have now reported two more Omicron subvariants, BA4 and BA5, are the reason for a spike in cases in South Africa. It's too soon to know whether these new subvariants can cause more severe disease than other Omicron subvariants. But early data suggests vaccination remains protective against severe disease and death.
Dr. Tedros says the availability of vaccines has improved significantly.
But a combination of lack of political commitment, operational capacity problems, financial constraints, and hesitancy due to misinformation and disinformation is limiting demand for vaccines. We urge all countries to address these bottlenecks to provide protection to their populations. Second, testing and sequencing remain absolutely critical.
The world body has also decried some challenges facing the African continent, as hunger and drought threaten livelihoods in the Horn of Africa and the Sahel regions. This has also been exacerbated by current conflicts in these areas.
The Horn of Africa is experiencing its worst drought in 40 years. 15 million people are estimated to be severely food insecure in Ethiopia, Kenya, and Somalia. In Ethiopia, not enough food is reaching those who need it most. Since the declaration of the humanitarian truce in Tigray 6 weeks ago, just 172 trucks of aid were able to reach the region.
The war in Ukraine is another monumental challenge facing the globe.
The war in Ukraine is driving huge issues with food supplies elsewhere in the world. Food prices are spiking. So we have huge issues in the food markets, huge issues in food production, huge issues in food equity within countries. And it's driving huge issues of ill health. Hunger is a major risk factor for many, many other diseases, particularly for infectious diseases.
Meanwhile, Dr. Tedros will travel to Poland on Thursday for the International Donors Conference for Ukraine, as the situation continues to worsen in the war-torn country. Khumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.